Impact 504 is encouraging intentional acts of kindness and service to help move the 504 forward. One of the events they're hosting is a free workout class open to the public. Joined now by the owner of Resolved Fitness, Mr. Percy Marchand, who has more on the event and a preview of some of the workouts you can expect if you attend a class. Good morning to you, good sir.
Good morning, Brendan. Thank you for having us.
Of course. And what's great about this is that it's free and it doesn't matter your fitness level. Anybody can come out.
Absolutely. Every exercise we do, we have modifications. We have kids from 7 to 8 years old up to adults in their 70s. And regardless of what their physical fitness is, we have a modification that will help them stay up, and they won't be pulling the group back or, feel like they're holding anybody back, and be able to get their good full workout.
Doing this in line with Impact 504 Day, why do you think it's important to encourage people to get out and move?
Well, we started the organization because we want to provide us something I wish that it was something that we could do. And, in today's day and age, with all the stress and the pressure that everybody's under right now, we feel like exercise is a great way to get your body moving, relieve stress, and feel good about yourself. And this overall in New Orleans, we just do good when we do good for others. And the reward from doing good for others is such a phenomenal experience. Every time we go out to serve the community, the volunteers are really excited. They always want to come back because the reward that you get as a person that's doing it far exceeds the reward that the person you're doing it to gets. And we want people to pay that forward. Yeah,
I always say when you feel better, you do better, especially for others. You've got some volunteers here showing us what we're going to see this weekend?
Absolutely. Just want to encourage everybody to come on out. We're going to start off with some jumping jacks. So we'll do some regular jumping jacks. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And here's an example of a modification. If you can't do like that, you can just step out to the side.
Okay. And you're still getting the push on
the leg
there.
Still getting it. You want to stretch out wide. Then we're going to stretch to some high knees. So this would be a modification. We're doing it slow. But if we want to pick it up, we can be right here. So again, you see how nobody's slowing anybody's down. You can do it at your own pace. All right, let's work out with some squats. We can do just regular squat like this. We can raise our hands off to the side, make it more difficult. We can have weights in our hand, raise them up. And then the final thing we'll do is some push-ups. Now here's the modification on the push-ups, because a lot of people feel like they can't do it. You can do a wall, find a nice solid wall, and push up. Jornay's going to demonstrate that. The rest of us will get down here. I know we're out of camera, sorry about that. And when the chest to the ground, push up. You could also cross your legs, come down like so.
And that's a very important detail. I don't think people realize, you can do it against the wall, or you can use your knees, because the idea is to push up on your chest.
Absolutely. And the important thing about all of this stuff is these are exercises. You notice we don't have any equipment. We're not using any kind of tools. You can do this in your gym. You can do this at your office. You can do this straight out of your bed.
And just that quick, and what you were doing, you're already at a shorter breath.
I was just about to say
you're talking, it gets that heart rate moving.
And I do this for a living, so think about it.
That goes to show you that it works.
Absolutely.
You have been doing this for a long time, but also in line with just giving back to the community, particularly in Gerttown, where you're from, and other parts of the city. Talk to me about that process and how you see yourself in pushing forward that idea of giving back.
So I always look at the things that I felt like were missing from my neighborhood when I was growing up. I worked in nonprofit since about sophomore year in college. And I saw so many resources going out throughout the city, but our neighborhood had constantly been ignored. So I said, we need to be the change that we want to see. So that's what we started doing.
I feel like I'm torturing you. Like 10 years ago, I was working at a station in Connecticut, and I looked up at the clock and I had 30 seconds before the newscast, and I ran downstairs, and I had to do the show like that. So I know it's not easy, but folks coming out this weekend, they get to see this. And again, do they have to sign up for anything?
There's no sign up. We're at 7:30 in the morning. We'll be at City Park, right in the outdoor workout area, right across from the Children's Museum. At 9:30, we're at Gerttown Park at Earhart and Pine Street.
And I also love that it's coming out to community space too, so to enjoy the public space and do what you need to do.
That's what we're here for.
All right.
And that's what they're there for.
Thank you, sir. And thank y'all. Y'all were fantastic. Now, how are y'all doing with the heart rate? Doing all right?
They're the clients. I get to walk around and talk to them. That's why I'm out here.
Appreciate y'all coming on and demonstrating for us. Again, it's free, these park workshops, this Saturday. The first one, 7:30 over at City Park, and then 9:30 at Gerttown Park. If you do want to register, participate, we've got a link for you on our website. But again, free, WBLTV.com, or you can just come on by.
Absolutely.
Stop on by, have a good time.